A silhouette slips between the rocks of the mountain. Silence covers everything. The Puma. Stealth. Strength. A solitary hunter of the Andes. It watches from above, calculates the distance, waits for the exact moment. A brutal leap. Claws that grip. A bite that decides the end. But on the high plains, another creature rules the mountain wind. The vicuña. Speed. Alertness. Instinct to flee. It runs across the golden grass, seeking distance, seeking survival. In the heights of the Andes, every step decides who lives and who falls. Welcome to Brutal Peru, the confrontation between the lords of the Andes. Please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to motivate us to create more high-quality content. Don't forget to comment your thoughts about the video below so we can discuss together. Let's get started. Along the western edge of South America, the Andes stretch out as the backbone of the continent. Extending over 7,000 kilometers, they form the longest mountain range on the planet. In Peru, the Andes form a massive world of rock, ice and wind, with numerous peaks soaring beyond 6,000 meters above sea level. Slopes draped in eternal snow reflect the sun with an intense glow, while deep valleys, sculpted over eons by glaciers and rivers, reveal some of the most breathtaking landscapes on Earth. At these altitudes, life faces extreme adversity. The air is significantly thinner, and oxygen levels can drop by as much as 60% compared to sea level. During the night, temperatures frequently plummet below freezing, and powerful winds constantly lash the rocky slopes. Yet, through millions of years of evolution, nature has crafted a singular ecosystem where every species has developed extraordinary adaptations to survive. The Peruvian Andes encompass a vast array of landscapes, from the cold, arid plateaus of the Altiplano to the deep, sheltered mountain valleys. These regions give way to the extensive prairies of the Puna, stretching above 3,500 meters, where vegetation is dominated by hardy grasses and shrubs capable of storing precious water. At dawn, a mystical mist often blankets the valleys. As the sun rises, the mountain giants are silhouetted against a deep blue sky that seems to have no end. In this seemingly inhospitable environment, life has found a way to thrive. Herds of vicuñas move with effortless grace across the wind-swept plains. Above them, large raptors harness the thermal currents rising from the mountains to glide for hours with barely a flap of their wings. Deep within the rocks and steep cliffs, smaller animals find refuge in crevices and natural caves, hiding from both the cold and the eyes of predators. The Andes also play a crucial role in the ecological health of South America. Glaciers, high-altitude lagoons, and mountain rains give birth to thousands of streams. From these heights, water cascades eastward, nourishing vast valleys and ultimately fueling the birth of the Amazon River, the most powerful river system on the planet. Despite the harsh conditions, the Andes harbor a surprising diversity of life. Thousands of species have evolved specifically to endure this high-altitude world. While life here may not be as dense as in the tropical rainforest, every creature is a masterpiece of adaptation to a relentless environment. Between the snow-clad mountains and the dizzying cliffs, nature maintains a balance that is as delicate as it is persistent. In this world of rock, frost, and infinite skies, a silent predator has learned to master the most rugged terrain of the range. Beneath the silent shadows of the Andes, an agile and relentless hunter dominates the peaks. The Puma, also known as the mountain lion, is a master of camouflage and the art of the stalk. Its movements are nearly imperceptible. Its padded paws glide across the broken ground without making a sound. Invisible to its prey, it advances with lethal precision. Its tawny fur blends seamlessly with the rocks and dry grasslands, allowing it to vanish almost completely into the Andean landscape. The puma possesses an astonishing degree of adaptability. Its territory can span hundreds of square kilometers, reaching from the frozen heights above 4,000 meters. This range extends down to the dense forests and low jungles of the basin. Few predators on Earth possess such an expansive geographic range. Its diet is as varied as its habitat, hunting deer, vicuñas, capybaras, and even small rodents, adjusting its tactics based on the terrain and prey availability. With powerful hind legs, it can perform explosive leaps of up to 10 meters, allowing it to ambush prey with a sudden, devastating burst of speed. Yet, for all its power, the puma remains a solitary hunter. Unlike the social lions of Africa, it prefers the shadows of solitude, relying entirely on its own stealth. Each individual guards a vast territory, marked by scent and claw marks on trees or stone to avoid unnecessary conflict with rivals. Its cry does not echo through the valleys like the roar of a lion. Instead, it communicates through low growls, growls, hisses, or high-pitched shrieks. In the high mountains, silence is its signature. Beyond its strength, the puma possesses extraordinary endurance, traveling vast distances over steep terrain and surviving for days when food is scarce. This combination of patience, stealth, and stamina makes it one of the most effective predators of the mountain world. An invisible but ever-present force, the puma symbolizes the very spirit of the Andean peaks. As an apex predator, it regulates herbivore populations, maintaining the delicate equilibrium of the mountain ecosystem. Wherever it walks in the thin air and cold winds of the heights, the puma remains the guardian of the summits, the supreme hunter. In the immense sky of the Andes, a colossal silhouette crosses the horizon with a slow, majestic flight. The Andean condor, the largest bird of prey in the world, reigns supreme at altitudes where few other beings could survive. With a wingspan exceeding 3 meters, the condor does not just fly. It masters the sky, using rising thermal currents to glide for hours without ever flapping its wings. To ancient civilizations, it was a sacred messenger between the human and the divine. Even today, its presence evokes a sense of deep veneration. The Andean condor performs a vital role in this ecosystem. As a scavenger, it cleans the landscape by feeding on the remains of the fallen. By doing so, it prevents the spread of disease and keeps the environment healthy. Despite its ecological importance, the condor faces many modern challenges. Habitat loss and poaching threaten its existence, and it often falls victim to accidental poisoning from bait meant for other animals. However, dedicated conservation efforts are working to protect this magnificent creature, and its slow recovery is currently underway. The life of a condor is a true dance with the wind. By harnessing the warm air rising from the valleys, it soars at great heights with minimal energy. This conservation of energy is vital, as its massive size makes continuous flapping and takeoffs incredibly taxing. It can travel hundreds of kilometers in a single day in its search for food. When a carcass is found, the condor feasts until satiated before returning to its serene patrol of the heavens. Culturally, the condor remains a pillar of Andean legend. In the Inca worldview, it was a divine entity that carried the souls of the departed to the spiritual realm. Its image is immortalized in ancient stone, woven into traditional textiles, and painted on ceramics, preserving its legacy across generations. Today, the sight of a condor soaring over the peaks remains a profound connection to nature and the traditions of the past. Yet, despite its dominance in the air, the condor lives a humble life on the ground. It nests on inaccessible cliffs to raise its young in total safety. Its reproductive cycle is slow, with a pair laying only a single egg every 2 years. Both parents are devoted caregivers, protecting and feeding the chick for a long period until it is ready to face the world on its own. This balance of majestic power and the fragility of life reflects the very essence of the Andes. To see the condor in flight is to see a creature that seems nearly immortal. Across the steep slopes and vast Andean plains, where the air is thin and the cold sharp, the llama moves with a grace that defies the rugged terrain. Domesticated over 4,000 years ago by the region's indigenous peoples, the llama is not only a symbol of Andean culture, but a vital link for human survival in the highlands. Perfectly adapted to the hostile climate, the llama was essential to the rise of ancient Andean civilizations, transporting heavy stone and metal across treacherous paths. These animals remain the faithful companions of Andean shepherds, who rely on their strength as well as their thick, insulating wool. This fleece is essential for enduring the relentless mountain cold. Curiously, the llama is a highly social creature, living in organized groups where leadership is established through social displays. These interactions can include spitting and shoving, behaviors that, while strange to observers, maintain the necessary hierarchy and harmony of the group. While known for their calm nature, llamas will not hesitate to use spitting as a defense mechanism when they feel threatened. Beyond its cultural and economic value, the llama is a marvel of extreme adaptation. Its lungs are exceptionally efficient at extracting oxygen from the thin air. This allows them to thrive at altitudes above 4,000 meters, where most other animals would struggle for every breath. Today, the llama remains the enduring icon of the Andes, a living testament to the shared resilience of man and animal. Together, humans and llamas have shaped each other's survival in this extreme environment for centuries. To watch them cross the mountains with their heavy loads is to witness the living history of this land. Amidst the vast and lonely plains of the Andes, where the air is thin and the wind icy, lives the most elegant and mysterious of all creatures, the vicuña. A wild relative of the llama and alpaca, the vicuña is smaller and more delicate, yet it possesses the finest and most valuable wool in the world. Hunted nearly to extinction for its coveted fiber over centuries, the vicuña has made a remarkable recovery thanks to conservation efforts, becoming a symbol of resilience. The vicuña is an animal of supreme grace. Its slender body and long legs are built for speed, allowing it to sprint across steep slopes to evade predators with ease. Its hooves are perfectly adapted for rocky ground, and its respiratory system is highly efficient for life above 4,000 meters, where oxygen is scarce. Unlike its domesticated cousins, the vicuña has never been tamed. It retains its wild, elusive spirit. They live in small family units, typically consisting of a dominant male, several females, and their young. The male remains constantly vigilant, guarding the herd from intruders and defending his territory from rival bulls. Vicuña fiber, legendary for its softness and warmth, is now harvested through controlled, sustainable methods that do not harm the animal. However, because it is so rare and difficult to collect, vicuña wool remains one of the most expensive and luxurious materials on Earth. The ancient Incas held the vicuña as sacred, and only royalty were permitted to wear garments crafted from its precious fleece. Physically, the vicuña is a prime example of Andean adaptation. It survives on minimal water and food, grazing on the sparse grasses of the most arid mountain zones. Its metabolism is incredibly efficient, allowing it to extract every possible nutrient from these humble plants. The vicuña's return from the brink of extinction is a powerful example of how conservation and respect for tradition can save a species. Today, the vicuña is protected by strict laws, with its wool harvested only during specific periods to ensure the species continues to flourish. Majestic and mysterious, the wild vicuña, thriving where few other forms of life can, serves as a reminder of nature's incredible power to regenerate. In the depths of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight struggles to pierce the dense foliage, the spider monkey moves with the skill of an acrobat. It uses its long limbs and prehensile tail as a fifth limb, swinging through the branches with a dexterity that seems to defy gravity. In the canopy, it is the undisputed master, traveling vast distances without ever touching the ground, where the dangers are far greater. The spider monkey is one of the Amazon's most agile residents. Its incredibly strong tail can grip branches firmly, providing unique mobility in the forest's upper reaches. It can leap between trees with pinpoint precision and rarely descends to the forest floor. High above, it finds both safety and its primary food source, fruit. It also supplements its diet with leaves, flowers, and small insects. This varied diet makes the spider monkey a vital link in the forest's regeneration, acting as a key seed disperser. These primates are highly social, living in large communities that often break into smaller subgroups to forage more effectively. They communicate through a complex repertoire of sounds, cries, and gestures that reinforce the social bonds within the group. Their intricate social lives and high intelligence make the spider monkey one of the most fascinating species in the Amazon. However, this agile acrobat faces a grave future. Habitat destruction from deforestation and hunting has decimated their populations. Like many species dependent on the high canopy, the spider monkey is extremely vulnerable when the ancient trees are felled. Forced to the ground, they become easy targets for predators and human hunters alike. Beyond environmental threats, the spider monkey is hampered by a very low reproduction rate. Females only give birth every 2 to 4 years, and the infant remains dependent on its mother for a long time, making population recovery a slow process. Despite these challenges, the spider monkey remains a symbol of life in the canopy, an environment where few other species can thrive. Its speed and skill are a testament to its adaptation to the vertical world of the tropical rainforest, where every jump is a leap between survival and freedom. If the spider monkey were to vanish, we would lose more than just a charismatic animal. We would lose a critical component of the forest's health and its ability to reseed itself. The survival of the spider monkey depends on immediate action to protect its home. Preserving the Amazon is essential to safeguarding the biodiversity of this global treasure. As long as the spider monkey continues to swing through the trees, it serves as a reminder to look up and protect the complex web of life above our heads. Along the riverbanks and lagoons, the capybara stands out as the largest rodent on Earth. With its robust build, these animals can weigh up to 65 kilograms and are expertly adapted to an aquatic lifestyle. Though heavy on land, they move with surprising agility underwater, where they are most at home. The life of a capybara is one of quietude, yet they remain ever vigilant. Highly social, they live in large groups of up to 40 individuals. This communal living is a vital survival strategy in a world filled with jaguars and caimans. Vigilance is shared, ensuring that someone is always watching for danger. Group life also fosters deep social bonds, with members actively caring for and protecting one another. The capybara's connection to water is absolute. They spend much of their time submerged to hide from predators and regulate their temperature in the tropical heat. Their bodies are perfectly evolved for this, with eyes, ears and nostrils positioned on top of the head, allowing them to scan their surroundings while mostly submerged. They can also hold their breath for several minutes, making them accomplished underwater navigators. Feeding primarily on grasses and aquatic plants, the capybara is a keystone herbivore that helps maintain the health of riparian vegetation. Their fiber-rich diet also leads to the habit of coprophagy, ingesting their own waste to maximize nutrient absorption. This behavior is a key part of their ecological role. Interestingly, the capybara maintains a symbiotic relationship with birds like the cowbird, which hitches a ride to feed on parasites from the rodent's skin. This illustrates how deeply they are woven into their habitat, coexisting harmoniously with other species. The capybara is a symbol of calm resilience. In their peaceful lives by the water, they remind us of the importance of protecting these delicate ecosystems where life flourishes in balance. To ensure the future of such iconic species, we must preserve the habitats that sustain them. In the deepest reaches of the Amazon and along its winding waterways, the jaguar reigns as the largest predator in Latin America. Imposing and powerful, the jaguar is easily recognized by its golden coat, patterned with the black rosettes that are unique to each individual. These markings are not just beautiful. They provide the perfect camouflage for moving through the dappled light of the dense jungle. Weighing over 100 kilograms, the jaguar is a formidable hunter, capable of bringing down prey much larger than itself. The jaguar's strength is unmatched among American felines. It possesses the most powerful bite of any big cat, capable of crushing bone and piercing turtle shells with a single snap. Unlike other cats that aim for the throat, the jaguar often bites its victim directly through the skull, ending the struggle instantly. This specialized skill gives it a unique advantage when hunting capybaras, caimans, and even turtles, whose armor is easily breached. The jaguar is also an excellent swimmer. Unlike most other cats that avoid water, it frequently dives into rivers and lakes to hunt caimans and other aquatic life. The Amazon's marshlands are its paradise, where an abundance of aquatic prey supplements its terrestrial hunting. Its solitary nature and nocturnal habits make it a ghost of the forest, stalking through the silence before launching a lethal attack. Culturally, the jaguar has always been a figure of veneration for indigenous peoples. In Peru, it is a symbol of spiritual power and raw strength. Ancient civilizations worshipped the jaguar, believing it to be a bridge to the spirit world and the afterlife. Its image is found on ceremonial artifacts and woven into legends, representing the gods and the unstoppable force of nature. The presence of the jaguar in the Peruvian forest is a testament to the vitality and complexity of this entire ecosystem. It is not only a symbol of power, but a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life. To protect the jaguar is to protect the Amazon itself. In the tropical forests of the Peruvian Amazon, where the canopy is so thick it nearly hides the sky, a massive silhouette occasionally appears soaring above. This is the king vulture, one of the most striking and exotic scavengers in the Americas. With brilliant white plumage, black wings, and a vivid, multicolored bald head, this bird looks like a creature from a forgotten age. Known scientifically as Sarcoramphus papa, it can have a wingspan of nearly 2 meters and weigh up to 4.5 kilograms, making it one of the largest vultures in the tropics. The king vulture glides at great heights, using thermal currents to travel long distances while barely moving its wings. Its incredibly sharp vision allows it to pinpoint carcasses on the jungle floor from miles away. Unlike other vultures that rely heavily on their sense of smell, the king vulture trusts its eyes or follows smaller scavengers that have already found a meal. Though it often arrives later than others, the king vulture plays the most critical role at the feast. With its massive, hooked beak, it is the only scavenger strong enough to tear through the thick hide of large carcasses that smaller vultures cannot open. It unintentionally acts as the gatekeeper, opening the way so that many other species can access the food source. This role makes it a vital link in the ecosystem, cleaning the forest and preventing the spread of harmful bacteria. Despite its imposing presence at a meal, the king vulture is a relatively discreet bird. They typically live alone or in pairs and rarely gather in large numbers. They nest in the hollows of giant trees or on remote cliffs, with both parents devotedly raising a single chick over many months. In indigenous Amazonian cultures, the king vulture is a symbol of purification and rebirth, ensuring the jungle's cycle continues by turning death into new life. High above the canopy, a flash of blue and yellow stands out against the deep green. The blue and yellow macaw. One of South America's most iconic parrots. Its vibrant colors and piercing calls dominate the sky with elegance. They fly in pairs or small groups, creating a visual spectacle that is as beautiful as it is essential to the forest's health. The blue and yellow macaw is a highly social bird, relying on constant communication to maintain the bonds of the flock. These birds are famous for their lifelong fidelity. Pairs work together to build nests in tree hollows and protect their offspring. Their loud calls can be heard from miles away, used to keep in touch with their mate or to warn the flock of approaching danger. With a powerful, sharp beak, it can crack even the toughest nuts and seeds, demonstrating remarkable strength and dexterity. Their diet consists mainly of fruits and seeds, making them primary agents of seed dispersal across the rainforest. By consuming fruit and depositing seeds in new areas, they help ensure the forest's constant regeneration, a vital part of the Amazon's life cycle. For centuries, indigenous peoples have used their radiant feathers in ceremonial dress, viewing the bird as a symbol of beauty and spiritual connection. Much like its relative the scarlet macaw, the blue and yellow species embodies the very spirit of freedom. They are an essential part of the ecological balance, reminding us of the need to protect these unique habitats so that future generations can witness the breathtaking sight of macaws flying free. In the humid jungles of Peru, where the light is swallowed by layers of leaves and the ground is always damp with rain, walks an ancient creature from another age, the Amazonian tapir. With its bulky frame and flexible proboscis, the tapir belongs to an evolutionary lineage that has survived for millions of years. It is not a fierce hunter, but a symbol of silent resilience and survival in one of the world's harshest environments. The tapir is often found near rivers and swamps, where it uses the water to cool off and hide from insects and predators. When threatened, it can submerge and swim with surprising power, leaving only its snout above the surface to breathe. Though primarily a herbivore, its simplicity hides a vital role. By consuming vast quantities of plants and fruit, it acts as one of the forest's most important seed dispersers. The seeds it eats are deposited far from the parent tree, along with natural fertilizer, earning the tapir the title gardener of the forest. Despite its importance, the tapir faces constant danger, particularly from jaguars. Thus, its hearing and smell are its ultimate survival tools. Today, deforestation and hunting in Peru threaten its future. The loss of the tapir would mean the loss of a fundamental engine for the Amazon's natural regeneration. As long as its tracks still mark the Peruvian mud, the jungle retains its capacity to be reborn and its primal rhythm of life. The South American tapir lacks the ferocity of the jaguar or the brilliance of the macaw, but its silence is what makes it so essential to the ecosystem. It stands as a symbol of endurance and the critical, quiet roles played within nature. As long as its heavy footprints remain in the mud along the Amazon, the forest will continue to regenerate and maintain its original pulse. In the dense twilight of the Peruvian Amazon, where sunlight barely touches the forest floor and every rustle could signal danger, a small but cunning predator moves in absolute stealth. This is the ocelot, one of the most beautiful and mysterious wildcats of the Americas. With its tawny fur adorned with complex patterns of black rosettes and stripes, the ocelot blends perfectly into the dappled light of the rainforest. An adult can weigh between 8 and 15 kilograms, making it a highly efficient and agile hunter with primarily nocturnal habits. The ocelot is an opportunistic predator with a diverse diet, from rodents and birds to snakes and small primates. Its acute hearing and vision, adapted for low light, allow it to detect the slightest movement in the leaf litter. In the past, the ocelot was hunted extensively for its beautiful skin, but today its hunting is widely prohibited, and the species finds protection in numerous reserves. A solitary creature, it marks its territory through scent and claw marks on the trees. Beyond its skill on the ground, the ocelot is an exceptional climber, allowing it to hunt across various levels of the jungle. Although it lacks the jaguar's size, its role is vital in maintaining the balance of small animal populations. The ocelot does not rule by force, but through patience and perfect camouflage, reminding us that in the heart of the Amazon, discretion is the ultimate weapon for survival. Beneath the leaf litter and damp soil of the Amazon exists a world nearly invisible to the human eye, yet operating with astounding discipline. There, caravans of leafcutter ants move tirelessly, creating living highways that stretch from the forest floor to the dark earth below. Though each individual is only a few millimeters long, together in colonies of millions, they are one of the most powerful ecological forces in the rainforest. Leafcutter ants are famous for their unique behavior, harvesting leaf fragments much larger than themselves and carrying them back to the nest in endless lines. From a distance, they look like a green river flowing across the forest floor. Yet, they do not actually eat the leaves. Instead, the fragments are taken to underground chambers where the ants use them to cultivate a specific fungus, the primary food source for the entire colony. This relationship between ant and fungus is a perfect example of symbiosis, a sophisticated agricultural system that has existed for tens of millions of years. A single nest can house millions of ants, organized into distinct social castes. Workers are responsible for cutting and carrying the leaves. Large-jawed soldiers protect the colony from enemies, while the smallest ants tend to the fungus gardens and the larvae. At the center of it all is the queen, the only individual responsible for reproduction, capable of living for over a decade and laying millions of eggs. The activity of leafcutter ants has a profound impact on the Amazon. By collecting vast amounts of plant material, they drive the recycling of organic matter and enrich the soil. Their complex tunnel systems aerate the earth and improve water retention, boosting the growth of the surrounding forest. This has earned them the title ecosystem engineers. Tiny creatures with the power to shape an entire habitat, yet their lives are filled with peril. Predators like the giant anteater can decimate a nest in minutes, while parasites and pathogenic fungi constantly threaten the colony. To fight back, they have developed a complex defense system, including the cultivation of bacteria that can eliminate harmful fungi. This is a truly amazing form of natural biological medicine. In the vastness of the Amazon, leafcutter ants may seem small, but their role is monumental. The columns of ants silently moving leaves are not just an image of hard work. They are a testament to the complexity and subtlety of nature. It is these tiny beings that help sustain life in the largest rainforest on the planet. For thousands of years, humans have learned to live among the imposing landscapes of Peru. Here, nature is not just an environment, but an inseparable part of culture and daily life. On the high slopes of the Andes, small villages are scattered between deep valleys and open plateaus. Generations have learned to adapt to the extreme altitude and mountain cold. At heights of 3,000 to over 4,000 meters, many communities still maintain a way of life closely tied to the land. Traditional shepherds lead herds of llamas and alpacas through mountain meadows, following the rhythm of the seasons and the availability of pasture. Ancient stone paths, used since the time of the Inca Empire, still wind between the peaks, connecting isolated villages in a rugged, steep territory. On the steep Andean slopes, agricultural terraces, built centuries ago, are still in use today. They allow for cultivation in terrain where farming would otherwise be impossible. Further east, as rivers born in the Andes descend into the lowlands, the landscape changes. The cold, rocky mountains give way to a completely different world, the Amazon rainforest. There, the great rivers become the true arteries of life. Many indigenous communities live along their banks, where water, forest, and soil determine the rhythm of each day. They fish in rivers rich in life, farm in fertile soils formed by sediment, and gather fruits and medicinal plants from the jungle. For centuries, humans and nature have coexisted in a delicate balance. Ancient traditions, from terrace farming to the belief that mountains are protective spirits called appas, reflect a sacred worldview. For many Andean peoples, mountains, rivers, and forests have divine significance. Humans are but one small part of a vast natural system. Today, as the modern world begins to transform the pace of life, many communities still preserve their ancestral knowledge of the land. These traditions, passed down through generations, have allowed people to survive in harsh environments while remaining in balance with nature. Among the high peaks, vast rivers, and deep jungles, the story of Peru is not only one of wildlife. It is the story of people who have learned to live in harmony with one of the most spectacular and diverse territories on Earth. In this ancient relationship, nature and humanity continue to walk together, sharing the history of this extraordinary land. Throughout this epic journey through wild Peru, we have traveled from the frozen Andean summits to the deep rivers and dense canopy of the Amazon. every step has revealed the beauty, the strength, and the extraordinary adaptability of the animals that call this land home. From the serene llamas to the agile macaws, and from the majestic flight of the condor to the silent power of the jaguar, each reveals its place in the balance of nature. We've witnessed a world where every creature plays a vital role in the balance of nature. Now, our journey comes to an end. But the story of these ecosystems continues to be written every day. We return with hearts full of respect for the wildlife that defies both heights and depths. They resist time and adversity. Peru, with its indomitable nature, reminds us that the true journey does not end here. The mission to protect these wonders is just beginning. May we never forget the majesty or the fragility of the life we have found here. And may our responsibility as guardians of nature continue forever.